The months before the 2006-07 season were busier than usual for a Wolves squad now without Premiership parachute payments and only the bare bones of a first-team squad after the closed season exodus. New manager Mick McCarthy knew he was up for a serious challenge and stated to local media that the initials MM on his top stood for Mick McCarthy and not Mick's Magicians. The signings of Jay Bothroyd and Gary Breen, left-sided midfielder Jamie Clapham, and the loan signings of striker Craig Davis from Verona and Guilherme Finkler, the first Brazilian ever to sign for the club, clearly signalled McCarthy's ambition and intentions for the season ahead at Molineux. McCarthy's initiation into the Championship as Wolves manager was a tough away journey to face a determined Plymouth Argyle, managed by Ian Holloway.
Wolves giving the ball away and it's going to be a goal for Hales. It's an easy goal for Plymouth. And they're ahead just after the half hour. He's fighting to get back in this game. It's a good ball from Ricketts to Clapham. Oh, if he can just turn. It's spooned up off Dumbe! It's an own goal, and it's an equaliser for Wolves, and it's been coming. Struck the leg of Dumbe, but it's 1-1.
Facing another of the pre-season's favourites for promotion, the visit of Ipswich to Molineux was always going to be the game to set up the season for Wolves.
An early test for Shane Supple. Here's Bothroyd again. Maybe got a nick on its way through from Jay Bothroyd, but he's looking lively. That's a good challenge by Clyde. Now Bothroyd again. And Bothroyd lets fly! Oh, yes! A stunning strike from Jay Bothroyd.
Number 10, Jay Bothroyd.
Caught battling and tangling. Well, tangling a little too far. And it comes to the boil, and referee Trevor Kettle is on the spot and has shown a red card to Carl Court for the push on Williams. The Wolves will have to play nearly an hour with 10 men. This is Williams. Good save by Murray. Struck well enough. Murray needing 2 bites. And that's O'Connor's ball forward now. And Bothroyd has another chance. Away from Naylor. Well, a disappointing finish in the end. Oh, Craddock in a bit of trouble there, and that will be a penalty kick. Craddock on Forster, Well, the Wolves captain absolutely fuming. Caught in possession. So it's Matt Richards against Matt Murray, who saves. And they deal with the follow-up as well. Last-ditch defending. Matt Murray, the hero. And relief for Mick McCarthy. It's a decent strike. Fizzed over the top by O'Connor. Well, it's a winning start to the home campaign for Wolves and for Mick McCarthy.
Final score tonight, Wolves 1.
Jay Bothroyd's goal, good enough.
Town 0.
Here's Clyde. And Bothroyd chasing this. And he's done well as Bothroyd away from Chilvers. And he scores! An excellent individual effort from Jay Bothroyd, who has started this campaign in terrific form.
Number 10, Jody Craddock.
Clyde's ball, and Bothroyd outpacing Chilvers. And away from Wilson. And it was too hot to handle for Carlo Nash. And inside quarter of an hour, Wolves lead. Hughes corner. Ooh, and Murray in trouble. And Nugent. Player down in the middle, but the goal has been given. And David Nugent with an excellent finish here. St Ledger mishit it, but Nugent didn't. And that's 1-1. All sorts of problems in the middle there. But David Nugent puts Preston on terms. Oh, Henry in a bit of trouble here. Presented it to Nugent, you can't do that. And that's why. Perhaps the most natural finisher outside the Premiership. And here's a little taster. Well, many thought he would be departing in the summer, but he's still there to cause mayhem for Championship defences. Joy for Paul Simpson. A chance for Whaley. Oh, didn't he take it well? And that'll wrap it up for Preston. Simon Whaley drilling it home. After the misplaced header from Jody Craddock, the points are going north. Some progress here. Away by Breen. Oh, and they've misjudged it. Hesitation could prove fatal here. It's Johnson. Well, didn't he finish it well? And Jamal Johnson scores on his debut for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let the ball bounce, you can't do that. And Johnson punishes them. Thomas with the error, and the former Blackburn man silences the Burnley Boo Boys.
I said at the time that if the suggestion is I have to get promoted from, what was it, 26th of July or something, 12 days before the start of the season, and that's just going to heap pressure on me and everybody else, it would have been a ridiculous ask. Then I'd go back and sit on the beach where I'd come from. And in fairness, I think, Jez was very acceptable with that and understanding of that. He knew full well. So there's no brief just to keep us up. That was never a suggestion. But there was definitely a concerted effort by me and everybody else just to play down the expectancy, and I think it was important. And I think that's given players a chance to be able to play. And I think it's been rewarded then by the support that the players have had. I've had personally, but the players of the team have had unbelievable support and understanding.
Allett will score. And that means the pressure on Wolves' shoulders. It's Jody Craddock. He's missed it. And Chesterfield are through. A sensation at Saltergate. Robinson didn't get a meaty header on that. It's Johnson. Terrific goal. Well, he's certainly making himself popular around here. Jamal Johnson scored on his debut at Burnley last week. He repeats the dose against Luton today. Robinson didn't get a solid enough contact on it. Johnson away from Heikkinen, and that's 1-0. Really cool finish. He's enjoying life here. Now Rowan Vine. Gets the shot away. Carl Henry. It's a puck from Jones. It's a good persistent play by Henry. Shot is on. Not the worst effort in the world from Carl Henry. Henry. Johnson. It's good football, this. It's a chance for Ricketts. And there was a stinger. Run for Ricketts. Johnson's done well. Shot relatively tame. It's another victory for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Final score.
And a clean sheet to boot.
Despite the reverse at home to Preston, Wolves' season had begun spectacularly with 3 excellent wins and a comfortable placing in the Championship playoff zone, clearly standing Sky Sports' prediction of a 14th place finish on its head and promising great things for the season as a whole. Suddenly it was looking like Merlin's Wolves might prove genuine promotion contenders as Sky's live cameras prepared to cover the away game against Leeds.
Touch from Potter. Bothroyd's looking up, hitting it with the left foot. What an incredible goal! And what brilliant timing from Jay Bothroyd. In injury time, he's stolen the 3 points for Wolves with one of the most spectacular strikes you will ever see. And he may well silence the crowd. It was a great header initially, but he's onside, you can see there. He starts it. Flick to Potter, a lovely one-touch. And the ground really opens up here. What a clean strike. And seeing again. I don't think Wolves fans will ever tire of this one. Just look at how cleanly he hits the ball. With absolute perfect technique. body, a measured strike. Leeds keeper had no chance at all. Look at Mick McCarthy. Some celebrations on the Wolves bench.
Ipswich game was terrific because it was the first win. But the Leeds game, going to Ellen Road and beating them was sweet, because I thought they were the better side in the first half. Second half I thought we were comfortably the better side, and there'd been chances either end. And of course the manner in which we won at the last minute with a blistering 30-yard drive from Jay Bothroyd.
Probably favourite for mine would be Jay Bothroyd against Leeds. I mean, I don't think I've ever been involved in a game where someone's hit a ball from so far and it's gone right into the top corner, and in the last minute as well. I was so excited. I was off celebrating with the gaffer and the staff, and I got some stick for that actually. So that would probably be the best one for me.
Now then, push by Johnson on Wolverhampton, and that'll be a penalty. Well, they can argue the toss, but the decision made. So Jay Bothroyd with the opportunity. Oh, and Bywater denies him. Well, he didn't catch it 100%, and the Derby keeper makes the save. Here's Lupoli. Oh, he's a real box of tricks. It's a terrific run, and it's the easiest of finishes for Steve Howard. Lupoli doing the damage. Superb run, and Howard with a simple job. Johnson, back to Bothroyd. Oh, that's nice. Johnson! Whisker away. Lovely interplay. And just awry with the finish, Jamal Johnson.
Give it to Barnsley. And they've got three of the big guns up there. On the back header, Richards will turn this in. Barnsley have an early lead, and Wolves' defence all at sea.
Two successive defeats had sent doom and gloom around Molineux, but the freefall was to come to a halt with the arrival of Stoke City.
Henry's effort is blocked, and the Stoke goal survives intact. Terrific deep cross, which Ricketts retrieved, and Stoke survived that skirmish somehow. Good play by Wolverhampton. Oh, Clark, could he open them up here? Oh, he has! Terrific goal from Leon Clark. Well, he shrugged off the attentions of three Stoke defenders and came up with a finish as well. Oh, now here's an opportunity. It's Johnson, he's done brilliantly. But so has Steve Simonson. Terrific football all round. And an opportunity for Ricketts, and it's in! Wolverhampton, a goal that's been a long time in coming. 20 months since his last one, and it should have tied it up. Clint Hill in strongly, and he has to watch himself because he's on a booking, And that'll be his second. The foul on Lewis Goburn was too much for Mike Dean. Here's Goburn. Ricketts. Goburn begging for it back. It's worth the effort. Well, good football, and the youngster demanding the ball there, which is good to see. And she goes, Shimika in space! Ricky Shimika, and the 11 lead against the 10. Oh, and that could go anywhere, it's gone in! Well, there'll be a Craddock own goal in the end. Here's Gilbert. Oh, Kamara, it's through. It's pulled back. It's Paul Parry with a chance, and Wolves' misery is complete.
September was a mixed month for Wolves, with defeats either side of an inspirational performance against Midlands rivals Stoke City and the victory at Ellen Road. The defeat at Cardiff meant that they sacrificed their playoff placing and would need to bounce back quickly if they were not to lose momentum for the season.
There's Ricketts. He wanted to play the advantage there, Mr. Mathieson, and he's given the free kick in the end. Rowan Ricketts sinned against by Kevin Watson in the end. It's teed up for Bothroyd. Oh, against the upright. Potter retrieves. Oh, and it could go anywhere, it surely must. Oh. Well, Bothroyd and Craddock both with efforts, but somehow coaches to hold on. Oh, Garcia! Well, real wasted opportunity. Watson's corner, Baldwin's flick. Teasing it into the path of Bothroyd. Ricketts. Well, Ricketts has worked the opening. Now Olafinjana. Oh, that is a stunning save from Davison. Well, the goalkeeper has certainly earned his corn there. Well struck by Olafinjana, an excellent save. Ricketts will win the free kick from Garcia. Ricketts kick, and it's in! Jay Bothroyd on the near post. Teasing delivery, which Bothroyd made the most of. And the breakthrough comes. Could be trouble here. Is it to strike? Well, that is a superb save by Matt Murray. Well then, opportunity here for Davis. Oh. Whisker away, Davison getting something on it. And Davis denied.
A minimum of 4 minutes, time allowed, 4 minutes.
An excellent run, struck it well enough. Just creeping wide. Oh, Tab moving on to this. Well, close but no CR. Took it down well, and that's some strike, really. No free kick there. Johnson's been allowed to get away with that. Looked like a tug on Birchall. Ricketts. Oh, Olifinjana. Oh, and it's an own goal. Elliot Ward in the end. A real stroke of fortune for Wolves. Rowan Ricketts' cross. Olifinjana turning well, but it's diverted in by Elliot Ward. Bowler. Hughes moving on to this. Murray down well. The lead still a slender one. Here's Gary Breen. Olifinjana. Oh, and the strike comes in from Johnson. Just fizzing over the top. Pumped in there by Page. Adebola. And the final whistle blows. It's victory in the derby and a clean sheet. Elliot Ward deciding it, deflecting Olifinjana's shot home. 1-0 the final score.
Mick McCarthy's, to me, he's a top-class manager, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working under him this season. Not just him, his assistant Ian Evans, and also Terry Connor, Bobby Mims, all the coaching staff here. They're absolutely top-class, and from the manager, or as a player, you want the manager to be sort of honest with you and tell you how it is, and I think everybody knows that about the manager, Mick McCarthy. He tells you black is black and white is white, and he treats everybody the same, whether you cost £1 or £10 million. I think he's top class. I've thoroughly enjoyed working under him, and I think we've shown this season what hard work can do for you, and we feel so organised as a team. The changing room is great. The atmosphere in the camp is top class. So I think that's a lot of that's down to the manager.
He's got over the halfway line for the first time. Wolves stretched to the back here. There's only 5 men back. Touch wide. Greening is screaming for the ball. He's picked it up and he's picked his place. And West Brom are ahead. Most of the way. The architecture of the moves. And it does make a terrific difference in these derbies. That's not a bad cross. It's there from Kamara. He got up well. He made the header. And West Brom 2-0 up. Most of these long kicks makes a difference. The flick from Martson. It's a clumsy tackle from Ricketts. It's a penalty. And 5 minutes from time, West Brom have the chance to wrap this game up. And it'll be the man who set it up, Hartson. 3-0. It's all over for Wolves. Do both have this incredible record. Wednesday haven't scored for 300 minutes, and Wolves haven't conceded a goal for 5.5 hours. Here's Bothroyd. Out to Clapham on the left. Up goes Leon Clark! He got ahead of Bothroyd. It's only his 4th start, and he's put Wolves ahead. The beautifully timed run and an exquisite header. Right on the half hour, towered above the defence. 1-0 Wolves. Sent that straight to Clapham. He'd given that one away, but Clapham's lost it. This is Wade Small. He's past 4 now. And Wolves' defensive record at Molineux is finally broken. 5.5 hours. Matt Murray, nothing he could do about that. But it was a mistake from Clapham. And the cover there, not from Breen in time. And Small puts Sheffield Wednesday level. He's signed with a caretaker manager there, playing with a new urgency. That's Burton. He's robbed Breen as if he wasn't there. This is dangerous for Wednesday. Brunt has put it in. Chris Brunt. And Sheffield Wednesday have turned it right round. It was a gift from Gary Breen. What was he doing? And Murray beat the shot out, but there was nothing he could do when Brunt came in like an express train to put Sheffield Wednesday ahead. Pushing, they're now looking for the equaliser. This is Ricketts onto that right foot. Good stop. Sheffield Wednesday keeper much the busier of the two in the second half. Cleanly hit, well handled. Oh, yeah, another towering clearance to try and put the pressure on the Wednesday defence. In goes Ricketts, but he's lost it. It's come out to Clark. It's his second. And he may have hurt himself, but I'm sure he'll forget the pain when he looks at this one again. He's fallen awkwardly on his right foot, but what an exquisite strike. The chance looked to have disappeared. It ran straight to Clark though, and he hit an absolute belter of a goal. This was the first moment of wonderfully one ball that put Ricketts through. It was good cover from the defence, but watch Clark. Only one thing on his mind, back of the net. There it is. It's 2-2. 2 goals for Leon Clark.
October 2006 saw just one Wolves defeat from the 4 matches, but a tough one to take at the hand of the Baggies. Nevertheless, McCarthy's Wanderers had got back on track as far as a playoff place was concerned.
Get caught in the last 20 yards. This is Wright Phillips. Lovely touch on the right foot. That's a silky finish. And Southampton ahead. And Bradley Wright Phillips. This is an absolutely astonishing goal. It's a poke in, and Wolves just pushing for the equaliser. They've been fighting for it for most of the game. Jones is up in the chase here. It looked like a handball, and he's beaten Murray at his near post. And that may well be it. Southampton go 2 up on 70 minutes. And Wolves look jaded.
Eastwood. Hamill. There. Will be Hamill to strike. Rattles the crossbar. Oh, that's well retrieved. Oh, and Flahaven in trouble. And it was really costly. Leon Clark takes advantage of the slip by the goalkeeper. And after 10 minutes, Wolves take the lead. Plenty of credit to Lewis Goburn for retrieving that. Plenty of thanks to Flahaven. Queen's free kick. And Craddock. That is simply stunning. Phenomenal goal by Jody Craddock. Well, we're not that used to seeing this sort of thing from the Wolves skipper. Do it anytime I like. Oh, and it's 3. It's too easy. Leon Clark again. And it's turning into a Saturday afternoon stroll for Wolves. Ricketts free kick, and Clark got free of his marker and made no mistake. Gower's cross, and Harold has stolen in. And something to cling to for Southend United. Matt Harold converting Gower's cross. Here's Eastwood. It's a terrific strike, and Murray knew absolutely nothing about that. Bothroyd, who's worked the shooting space well, but tame in the end. Well, another victory. All the hard work done in the first 45. And
they pushed a couple of the big men up here. It's come across, Fagan's out at the far post, and Hull have the lead. The weather really, really terrible. It's very, very soft, the pitch there. It's Elliott's goal. Long clearance. Route 1 moment. McSheffrey! That is a wonder goal, and there was nothing Matt Murray could do about it. On the half hour, Birmingham ahead with a wonderful strike, almost like a blurry streak of blue as he hit that ball into the net. Birmingham 1 up. Really packing the Birmingham defence. It's Craddock up with Edwards. It'll come to Craddock, and the captain has the equaliser. And Jody Craddock, who's had such a superb game here today, is the right man to be putting Wolves level with just 20 minutes to go. They may feel they can win it. It was a wonderful corner, lovely flick on, but look at this captain's goal. Wolves are level.
This was the first competitive game to pit new Sunderland boss Roy Keane against Wolves boss Mick McCarthy since their World Cup spat in 2002.
And here's an opportunity for Wallace to get forward.
4v3.
This is a good move by Sunderland. The cutback, though, fell straight to Carl Henry. The clearance from Clapham might just benefit Sunderland, but an excellent stop. A really good save by Matt Murray to deny Ross Wallace.
Well, this is a super save. And Connolly, look at the Sunderland players get forward now. 4v3, you can see they've got options. Where does he choose? Miller chooses Connolly down that right-hand side. Connolly's waiting for him. He stood still and waiting for it. This is where they get a bit of good fortune, and Ledbetter thinks, right, I've dinked that over the top of the keeper, but the keeper just watches his ball the whole way along, and he gets a beautiful hand on it and keeps it out.
Coburn with the corner. Oh, Craddock! Now, did that cross the line? Jamal Johnson is adamant that it did. but the goal has not been given.
Look at this for a volley. It's absolutely superb. He drives it magnificently. And the naked eye said goal, but we can never be certain when it's along that goal line. It looks as if it's gone back in, but would that be possible? Would that spin have taken it in before Dean Whitehead can get it away?
All the talk before the game about the two managers and how they get on. Well, they're two teams giving it a good go. Oh, Johnson! A magical goal from Jamal Johnson! And Wolverhampton Wanderers have the lead.
Well, you sometimes see players with ability at such a young age and you think you've got a real future in the game. Well, I'm telling you now, this lad has really got a big future, because this is no fluke. He's done this before. He's got the ability to do it. He's got space and time. They're not tight on him. You can see Collins, he gives him half a chance to get the ball out of his feet. He's thinking, okay, if you want, you can have a strike from there. Jamal Johnson's thinking, right, there's nobody close enough. If I cut across this ball, I can aim it towards the top corner, and the goalkeeper will have no chance. And that's exactly how it pans out. What a goal. You beauty, says Mick McCarthy.
Leadbitter's corner. Kavanagh. Murray saves and Alipignana hooks clear.
Well, he's lucky, Matt Murray. He's lucky he got involved in the 6-yard box, and anywhere else that header goes from Kavanagh and it would have been on its way in.
It's loose in there. Connolly buzzing around. Hit goalwards. Murray's missed it. It's in.
A very amicable handshake, and it was genuine, sincere from both parties, and myself and Roy have no problems at all, and I might add he's done wonderfully well and managed to get Sunderland promoted, so good luck to them next season. I hope we're going to join them. And it was a great game down here. It was a fantastic game. It was one game though that I do believe that we should have won. At 1-0 that would have killed the game, but unfortunately for us it didn't.
Able to gather pretty comfortably. Well, Daniel Jones on the march here. He might do it all himself. It's Jones! He's so unlucky. Jones's corner, Olipignana's header. Michael Hughes with a little stroke of fortune. And that's a foul on Clark by Hudson, who's unhappy about it. But Mr. Stroud showing him no sympathy. He felt his shirt was being tugged. Curled in all the way! Lewis Scoburn has scored his first goal for Wolves in unusual fashion. The teasing delivery, and it beat everybody. Completely deceived Turner. Well, he's off the mark in Wolves' colours. Shefki Kuchi, Friedman! Well, he's come back to haunt his former club, and he may well have stolen a point for them.
With just a win over relegation-threatened Southend United to show for Wolves' 6 games in November, the month saw Wolves tumble from a playoff position to 13th, something that manager Mick McCarthy urgently needed to address before the Christmas period. Luckily enough, December's first fixture was the return against Southend United.
And Bothroyd in space here, and he's beaten the tackle, and the ball is just held up there against the post. How unlucky can you get? A fabulous run by Bothroyd, and the ball seemed to spin in. And what a touch, the keeper absolutely beaten. I think he could do. Cross up again. Craddock! Jody Craddock! That looks a great goal. He's injured as he's gone down for it. A really brave header. Craddock may take no further part in this game.
Hammond and Hume. Oh, and Hammond has bulldozed his way through. And bulldozed his way through to devastating effect. Mackindow's corner. Goburn. Oh, it's in! Lewis Goburn with another unusual goal. And he's levelled it up with 9 minutes to go.
Number 22, Lewis Goburn.
Oh, now here's Porter. Danger here. It's Porter. And he's won it for Leicester.
It's a great cross. It's Kitely turns on it with the left foot. And Wolves take the lead. A great way to answer their critics after the home defeat by Leicester.
Here's Lee Croft. Dublin and Earnshaw in the middle. It is Dublin and it's Earnshaw and it's 1-0. That'll be a free kick. Quickly taken, it's Mackindo. Problems here. Olivenjana, Kitely. Henry will shoot, and Henry will score. Wolves on level terms, and the quickly taken free kick had Norwich on the back foot. Kitely's effort brilliantly blocked, and Henry through the crowd. It's Wolves on level terms, and the pressure has been mounting. Dublin. Earnshaw on to Huckabee. Huckabee's cross, Dublin. Earnshaw! A spectacular goal from the former Albion man. They're still battling in stoppage time. Oh, Craddock! Oh, brilliant! The captain has saved it in stunning style. Little's cross, and how about that for a finish? Superb. He scored a stunning volley against Stoke. A little different, but just as important.
So, Mackindo with this free kick. He's turned it wide, and Derby a bit flat-footed there. Olivenjana! He got up brilliantly, and the keeper wrong-footed as Wolves take the lead. And the fans rejoice. Turned out to have been a good journey after all. Here's Michael Kitely. He's sealed it in injury time. It's a wonderful win. Derby County 0, Wolves 2. Keeper held his nerve, but so did Kitely.
People weren't sure what to expect all season long, and I remember being at the academy dinner and I just signed Michael Kitely, and let me just tell you, everybody was underwhelmed, and remarkable turn of events that he's come and done so well, and I think that's been the case with a lot of people. Jody Craddock has won over loads of people with his performances this season, but Michael Kitely's goals have just, well, they've been a real bonus for all of us.
I think he's been brilliant. I mean, the fans love him, and he's got at teams. He's been direct. He's scored crucial goals, and every time he gets a ball, you can see the sort of expectation when he gets it, because he knows he's going to do something exciting.
Into Cureton. No surprise really that the free kick is given. And Cureton strike! It's a brilliant one! Oh, Imalumo. Looked like handball to me. But Imalumo will go on. And will double Colchester's lead. Surely any crumb of consolation now. It's Potter's delivery. Oh, and it'll break for Collins. Glimmer of hope. But that's all it is. Neil Collins in stoppage time.
The year ended on a disappointing note for Wolves, but with 3 victories and a draw, they could be pleased with the month's improved all-round effort, and they saw in the new year in 10th position.
It really is a game, of course, that they should win. Akindo, well, Atkinson was all over him. He cannot have a complaint there for 1 minute. Akindo's won the penalty, and I think he might be wanting to take it. We'll have an argument with Darren Potter about that. In fact, that's exactly what's happening. Darren Potter with 2 balls, he'll probably only need 1. Barnsley still arguing about that. And now the goalkeeper Nick Colgan getting involved. The referee's saying, well, we only have 90 minutes in this game. Really, you're going to have to make your minds up, because I'm not changing mine. And it is Darren Potter who's going to take it. Carl Henry, the captain's armband, making the decision. The trouble is, when this amount of time is taken over a penalty, you often end up missing it. Well, here's Darren Potter to prove me wrong. Hits it well, but saved. It was a great save from Nick Colgan, got down well, didn't really get the power. Still seems hard to believe that they've failed to find a rent in this Barnsley defence. Pushed forward by McNamara. Touch. Olafiniana, and it's there! Finally, it's broken, and the goal for the captain, Carl Henry. Olafiniana made it. The captain kept his head, took out 2 defenders, and Wolves are ahead. And it'll mean a lot to him. The game looked more of a dangerous corner than perhaps it should have been. But Wolves can come away now. Barnsley have pushed everybody forward. Davis is looking to push it through. Can't find the telling pass. And the game held up again. Little touches, Bothroyd. This is Olafiniana. And Say gets the goal he deserves. He made one for the captain, Emery. And now he's got one of his own. Little ball through from Ward. Touch on from Bothroyd. And Olafiniana hits the second. Lovely goal for Wolves.
An opportunity here, and Oldham have taken the lead. Paul Warne. Olafiniana. Ricketts. Here's McIndoe. Oh, against the post. And it's in. Olafiniana levels it up. A little bit of relief. Sweeps round Molyneux. McIndoe's strike. It has beaten Polyakomi. And Olafiniana sweeping up. Ricketts. What's the continuous run? Oh, that's a terrific goal! Craig Davis with his first for Wolves. And look what it means to him. The Wolves lead just before half-time. Terrific cross by Ricketts. He was the architect. Davis with a bullet of a header. Middle's free kick. Oh, and it's in. It's Hall. He may have salvaged a replay.
For a moment it did look as though Stoke might go to take the lead. It is Michael Kitely. A long way out, he's hit the crossbar. Really got hold of that. That ball was motoring. And another effort which the keeper clutches. But look at this effort from Kitely. Goalkeeper was in another country. He really struck that. Push again. And it's Kitely again onto that left foot. Just a bit high. This young man has plenty to offer. And he's got such power in those boots. Just forward again, Wolves with a neat corner, and he's up there. And it's Neil Collins. Unexpected name on the score sheet. Goalkeeper at fault, but Wolves take a deserved lead. Lawrence to turn this ball in. Oh, it's a soft goal! And Stoke have an equaliser with 5 minutes to go from Hill. And Wolves will be kicking themselves.
An opportunity perhaps to produce something here. Ricketts with the cross. And a strike from Potter. Oh, a beautiful goal. Darren Potter breaks the deadlock in some style. Ricketts offering himself. Ricketts with the delivery, and it's in! It's Davis looking to take the credit. Terrific delivery by Ricketts. And Davis has surely tied up a place in round 4 for Wolves.
Bothroyd's not too bothered about chasing that, but it's the obligatory chase up to Alexander. He's wearing a shocking purple goalkeeping jersey. He'll have to put off any striker. He's even having to wear a cap himself. Bothroyd's got in there, and Alexander could be in trouble. He's got it back, and it's a goal for Wolves. Or is it? The assistant referee's flag is raised high, and the referee cancels it out. Little touch. As Cardiff push forward again. Wolves clear their lines. They tend to keep 6 men back, as Cardiff's away record is good. Here's Showbray, may have caught Murray off his line, he has! And Cardiff have a shock lead. It's been all Wolves, but they're a goal down. That was a nice touch. Davis is sent wide. He can hit this one in, it off the post! I think that was Olivignana. Turn back again, Cardiff will get it away. It was a lovely run from Davis, and really deserved a goal, Wolves there. Certainly looking for the equaliser. What a lovely run there. Good control too, and it was a wonderfully built move from Wolves. Davis's touch in, he did hit the post. Olivignana very unlucky. Playing the better football, but they're still a goal down. Well brought out of defence there. Little that was. And this is Kitely. He's almost gone all the way through. Davis's cross, put away. And it's that man Olivignana. And if anyone's deserved a goal today, it's him. Great battling tackle from Little, and Kitely then, with the acceleration we've seen so many times from him this season already, cuts his way all the way through the Cardiff defence. Davis puts the cross in, Olivignana tucks it home, 1-1. Really looking, the side about to start a hatful of goals. It's not a bad effort off the post. Cannot believe it. And Cardiff, how they are not behind in this game. Keeper saves again. Alexander, well, he's been a very, very lucky man today. The right foot shot. Alexander completely beaten there. Team still level. Throw out from Little. But again, Wolves getting in each other's way. And right at the end here, they've got to be careful. Burns at the far post, he's tucked it in. And it could be grand theft and larceny from Cardiff, who've taken the lead.
Free kick to Wolverhampton Wanderers, well taken as well, well defended by Davis. Henry was waiting for the shot and Corran got in the way. Now, is there going to be an Albion break here? Great touch by Phillips. Diamanti Kamara could be away. Still, it's Diamanti Kamara. He's beyond Murray, and he should give Albion the lead. He does. Hit with the sucker punch, and it's a lead for West Bromwich Albion and their top scorer. Wolves really yet to trouble Pascal Zubabula, who's had a comfortable reintroduction to first-team football. Diamanti Kamara was just clipped by Potter. He's found Phillips. Kevin Phillips deflected it in. Albion double their lead in the opening minutes of this second half. And Kevin Phillips was always bound to score, wasn't he? He loves these derby occasions. West Bromwich Albion in no hurry to get on with things. It's in by Jason Kumas, and it's in again by Zoltan Gira. Off the bench to seal the place in the 5th round draw for the Baggies.
This was a hell of a lot of points to play for. And I think that, there's always going to be some games that are going to be more difficult than others. There's going to be mitigating circumstances in a season as well, whether you've got injuries, suspensions. And I know we had a spell where right at the start of the season we had 3 games in 6 days. And it's kind of ridiculous, And then you lose one or lose a couple because of it, and it knocks you back, it puts you on the back foot a little bit.
Now they have a break on. Thorne. Hughes. Thorne again. Good challenge coming in by Olafinjana. Little. Kitely is onside. Only Keogh in the box. Oh, it's behind him, but it may fall to Henry. Off the post. And in by Kitely. And after all the pressure that Norwich had exerted in the first half, they've suffered the sucker punch. Michael Kitely's 3rd goal of the season. And it all stemmed from 2 breaks that they had. The shot eventually from Henry came off the post and it fell ever so easily for Kitely, who created the problems in the first place with that drag back. Shot from Henry comes off the post and Kitely puts the finishing touch in. Michael Kitely's 3rd goal of the season. Mick McCarthy will be a slightly more relieved person now. Marshall's ball forward. The 2 who... Oh, he got lucky. And Huckabee's away here. Darren Huckabee for the equaliser. That will be a sending off. That will be a sending off. Gary Green doesn't even wait for the referee to show the red card. He just walks on his way.
Some of the saves he makes have been frightening. I mean, this season's the first season that I've actually played with him for a season, because the 2 years previous, it's been so unfortunate for him that he's not been playing. And some of the boys that have actually moved on now, Jonan Lescott, Lee Naylor, and a few of the boys told me how good he was, and to actually see it out there now, you think, wow, they're right. And he's been brilliant. Norwich sticks out for me. The game at Norwich when he kept us in the game, and then we ended up winning 1-0, and we went on a good run from there. So he's been brilliant.
Again, Wolverhampton were able to finish the month well with a fantastic away win at Carrow Road after the disappointment of that horrific cup exit. With the side still within a few points of the playoff zone, the gold and black optimists were almost ready to believe that 2007 might be a very special year for Wolves.
Well, they opened the season with a fixture against Argyle, and Argyle have certainly looked very promising in the early stages. Cutting right through, Murray's missed it, and Sinclair has run right through the Wolves' defence. And it's an early goal for Plymouth. 27 minutes gone. Didn't look any danger when he picked the ball up here, but he's just cut through the Wolves' defence. Plymouth had taken a shock lead. Holloway's side are very well organised. Play good football, good opening. Playing to the game. In fact, they have got a free kick. It wasn't a great tackle, and the referee, Steve Bennett, may have to have a word here. It wasn't exactly two-footed. It was more clumsy than anything. When he hits that, he's come straight back off the post, and Wolves have to clear this, and they do. The second goal you feel for Plymouth, the Wolves will be struggling. Appeal there for hands, but it looked optimistic to say the least. But now there's one more man up here, and it was Craddock who got it away in the end. Certainly has done here. He's got 3 bites at it. Still not away yet. Plymouth piling on the attacks against Wolves. Finally, they get it out of their own half. And Keogh making a big run here. It's a great break for Wolves. And it's an equaliser. And it's Stephen Ward. And eventually the cameraman finds the focus button. And Ward has equalised for Wolves. Just when it looked as though Plymouth were going to get a second. The captain's header out. Keogh made the break. Mane of blonde hair breaking down the left. He picked Ward out and he just had to steer it into the empty net. An important goal because they were looking in trouble. Plymouth coming up here again. It's almost turned into his own net by Neil Collins. Very relieved man to see that ball spooned away. Plymouth looking very, very dangerous. Murray had no idea where that was going to end up. That's not a bad corner either. It looks like handball on the line. Well, the assistant referee has given a goal, I think. There's no way that could have crossed the line. The team is celebrating. You've had 3 goals in 9 minutes. That didn't look over the line. But Plymouth have 2. They've regained the lead. As the time goes on, it looks even more of a struggle for them. That's not a bad ball. It's just lining up for shots headed off the line, off the post. And really, Kitely must wonder how he didn't get on the end of the score sheet. Pushed the ball through, nicely clipped back. With the aid of the post, Plymouth avoid the equaliser. Corner for Wolves. Heads up there. Flicked on again, Kitely. Into the top of the net. And he got to the far post, Michael Kitely. Made a good connection. You can say the defender did very well there. Just 20 minutes left for Wolves to find something. And Plymouth could break here, but it's a free kick just as well, really. Wolves have taken it quickly. It's going to be a goal for Olafinyana. And Steve Bennett has allowed it. Good refereeing. And Wolves celebrate a game they often looked in danger of falling behind even further. But Olafinyana, as so many times this season, finds the back of the net. 2-2. Preston have always looked very difficult to beat. It's become something of a fortress for them, deep down, but with Collins, Wolves pushing forward. Keogh, a nice little back flick, gets the return. Wolves pushing in numbers. Here's Keogh, cleared off the line, wins it back, another one off the line. Olafinyana! Just 8 minutes on the watch, and Wolves have done what they came here to do. They've started with a brilliant barrage of attacks. 2 cleared off the line, and look at this finish from Olafinyana. He really got hold of it, right in the corner. Wolves have a lead to defend. Ricketts. It's only one of 3 there, but Wolves pretty well organised in the wall. Murray screaming at the last defender to keep together. Ricketts curls it off the crossbar. Led off for Wolves. Beautifully struck free kick over the wall, under the bar, but off the crossbar. Murray, a long clearance. Preston have got an impressive back 4. Olafinyana, through ball. It might break here. It's just wide. Real opportunity for Ward. He's had a few of those today. Now, Keogh turns! Fabulous stop by the keeper. Got down very quickly and he had to. Another ball turned forward as Preston moving it. Great effort! Off the post from Alexander. Really got hold of that. The ball came out to him, the right back hit it cleanly. Murray well beaten. Wolves looking to clinch this. Kitely puts Keogh through. It's a touch for Ward. It's not a second, it's offside. Nearly a second.
I put Shea Olafiniana down as my one because I think that obviously we missed him last year with his injuries and stuff, and he's come in. Sometimes he had to play up front. Still got the goals. He's out of position every game. He's a beast in there. He dominates midfield and he keeps running all day. Great lad as well. Really nice guy. And again, I think he's someone who's really taken the challenge on. He's an experienced player. He's a young dressing room, and you can see he just thought, everyone respects me. I think knows how good I am. I'm going to lead by example. And I think he just nicks it for me, but it could have been, he could have been one of many.
Preston, I would say, was probably one of our best performance. Really professional. We'd lost Brian and Jody as well. We got Neil and Rob playing at centre back, and Kyle Henry playing at right back. It was Keogh and Wardy's debut, I think, together, and they just ran amok, completely ran amok. And Preston had never been beaten at home for months and months and months. That was probably my favourite performance and best result.
Kitely couldn't get there. Here's Potter. McNamara. Chance for McNamara to measure the cross. Up goes Kitely! Terrific start to the game. 5 minutes gone. And Michael Kitely on the mark. Got away from the challenge of John Harley. He managed to hold him off and dispatch it beyond coin. Terrific delivery too from McNamara. I think Steve Cottrell might ask one or two questions defensively. They're turning it on to Ward. And now Kitely again. It's a possibility here for Ward. Ward doubles the lead. Five minutes before half-time. And Wolves strengthen their grip on the game. The surge by Kitely held up momentarily by Duff, but Ward steaming through with a neat finish.
Goal to Wolves, number 17, Stephen Ward.
Duff with the throw for Burnley. Akinbaye battling. Well, he'd like to fashion something today. It's McCann. Well, there's a road back for Burnley. Chris McCann, the substitute, makes an impact. Akinbaye trying to fashion something. In the end, just squeezed it to McCann. Had to battle with Olafiniana, but he found the finish. Well, time running out for Burnley, but another opportunity. Wade Elliott to deliver the corner. Akinbaye was there. Oh, and it crashes against the bar. It was Caldwell, I think. And still the danger not away. It will be Caldwell to rise again.
I think it's difficult to pick players out because I think as a team we've been brilliant, and I think one of the main points of the team, or the main focuses of us as a team, has been the teamwork and the team ethic. So you know, obviously the likes of Matt Murray has been tremendous all season. You know, week in, week out, he's an absolute colossus at the back. You know, I could go through the whole team. Michael Kitely, since he's come in, since the manager brought him in, has been an absolute inspiration. He's been tremendous, basically, for him to have come in from non-league, and when he's been left out of, you know, either through injury or suspension, we've missed him, and it's just shown how well he's done since he's joined the club.
Keogh was battling for that. Is Ward. McIndoe sizes up the shots, and Price certainly had to look lively there. And the deflection off Alex Bruce. Well, it's good football from Wolves. And it was certainly open for the goalkeeper, because it wasn't on target, even close originally. Keogh moves out to David Wright. Oh, Ward will steal in here, and that's a terrific finish. Well, Stephen Ward, thankful for the gift, but he had a lot to do, and he did it superbly. Now a possibility here, McIndoe. And now a chance for Kitely. That's a fine save by Lewis Price. Well taken down and well struck by Kitely, but the goalkeeper coming up with a response.
I haven't really set a target for the club at the start when I came in. I don't think there was so much, negativity, and there was a bit of apathy around the place, and, you know, maybe surprised that nobody thought anybody was going to do anything. And the group of players that have played have been fantastic. They've just got the club in a position that maybe we can get in the playoffs. So I think that's what we've got to aim at. We just keep trying to win, try and win the next game and see where we finish up.
It's Kitely. Oh, lovely piece of skill. And down he goes. It has to be a penalty. Well, surely it had to be a penalty. Kitely. There was clearly contact there. It was Rui Marques. Ward going in there. Keogh beaten to it, but beaten to it illegally by Heath. So an opportunity from the set piece here. McIndoe over it as ever. It's a dangerous one! Oh! Rob Edwards denied by the post.
Minimum of 2 minutes, time allowed, 2 minutes.
Well, he got it well, and he got a great contact, so unlucky. Dennis Wise's team surviving at the moment. That's the definition of Route 1, that. It's Ward. And another corner for Leeds to defend here. Again, Rob Edwards moving up there as well. McIndoe always capable of conjuring quality from these situations. What can he produce here? Oh, it's a teasing one. Edwards again! Well, denied by the woodwork again, Rob Edwards. He must be wondering what he has to do to get on the score sheet this afternoon. McNamara. Well, invited to run into the space. Kitely calling for it, and Kitely will get it. Kitely will go on. That's a brilliant goal. At last the deadlock is broken, and it is broken in some style. A terrific run by McNamara to open it up. And Kitely, so composed, just waited his moment and picked his spot.
February was an incredible month, with 4 successive wins for Mick McCarthy's Wolves, their best run in the league for some time, and a run that put them within a hair's breadth of a playoff place. Could they keep that fantastic form going?
McIndoe will leave it for Kitely. Possibility from the set piece. Green and Collins have all gone up there. Maybe Kitely's delivery. Oh, in! Whipped in, and Gary Breen got a touch on it. And Wolves take the lead. Runston. Luton trying to fashion a response here. Emmanuel. Oh, deflection! And Luton are level. Lewis Emmanuel brings Luton to terms. It's a dangerous one and in! It's Barnett who got the header. And Luton have turned it around. It's Collins who made the challenge. Oh, it'll fall for Kitely. It's got to be, surely it's Keogh. Terrific drama here at Kenilworth Road. Kitely's shot saved by Beresford, but Keogh pouncing on the rebound. Well, is there still a twist? It's Henry's effort. Oh! Disaster for Beresford. And Wolves lead again.
With their 5th successive win, Wolves had done something that hadn't appeared possible since the beginning of September. They now had a playoff place secured on genuine merit.
Well, it left Matt Murray in some pain. Kamara streaking on his way there. It was brave and it was decisive goalkeeping. Well, he's a bit of a thorn in Wolves' side at the moment. Oh, and it's an opportunity here for Keogh, but the flag will frustrate. Oh, Kumas. And Kamara now. They're going to cause a problem here. Those dazzling feet from Kamara, it's brilliant play. Well, it's a let-off. Terrific stuff from the Albion striker. McNamara. And now Ward. And time running out if we're going to find a breakthrough in this match. Oh, and Bothroyd has found some space. And he's found the finish. Jay Bothroyd scores what could be a priceless goal in the promotion race. And it could end the long wait for a win over the Baggies. inevitably. Well, it will reach Adebola, and Adebola will score. Absolute chaos in the Wolves' defence. Adebola again, winning it well, but Collins is there. Ward. Oh, that's a good ball to find Keogh. Possibilities here. Keogh sizing up the opportunity for the cross. Olafiniana's header, and Kitely right on the stroke of half-time. Wolves are level. Oh, and Ward in space! And Ward puts Coventry City back in front.
And I'm still a bit peeved that the run came to an end at Coventry when we have to play Sunday, Tuesday. And I still wondered about myself, you know, I played the same team. Maybe I should have changed it and freshened it up, but having just beaten West Brom in the manner in which we did on the Sunday, that was my best team. And you kind of hope that we'll recover and we weren't going to struggle, but I thought we saw a resurgent Coventry side as well on the day. That was one of those days when things conspired against us, but a little bit peeved and miffed that we had to play Sunday, Tuesday.
Oh, Bullen got the flick on, it's Burton! And Sheffield Wednesday take the lead here. Kitely to deliver. Oh, Olafiniana was battling to get there. Now Collins as well. Oh, it's a real mess in there. Kitely trying to restore some composure to the proceedings. That's a decent looking cross too. Oh, McIndoe. Wolves are level. Oh, McLean. It's an opportunity for him. And it's a terrific start to the second half. Wednesday back in front.
4 minutes additional time in association with Prestige Travel Services.
Lovely little knock on by Henry. Keogh, it's good play. Keogh with a chance. Yes, right in the net.
It's been an absolute honour for me to be, you know, to be captain, being a Wolverhampton lad, and coming here now this season. I mean, if I look back a year ago, I was, you know, things weren't so good. I was wondering where my career was heading, and if someone would have said in a year's time you'd be at Wolves and having captain aside, you know, a few times, you know, I would have thought there'd been absolute, you know, talking rubbish. But it's happened, and it's been a great year for me. But being captain, you know, is an absolute honour. Walking out there and, you know, with the armband on, leading your home club town, there's no bigger honour.
Saganovsky got up there. Decided not to go for the shot. Here's Sermon. Oh, he's picked out Saganovsky. And Southampton, against the run of play, take the lead. Oh, Scatchell. Real battle there with Edwards. Oh, and it's an own goal. Gary Breen. Saganovsky looking to get there, forced wide, but it didn't matter. An outrageous goal. Let's do some bit of play here, and a chance here for Best. Oh, and Breen in the way, but not this time. 4-0 Southampton. And Sermon, that was clinical. Oh, and Murray has given it straight to Saganovsky. Hat-trick. And Wolves' misery is complete.
March was a mixed month, beginning with 2 successive wins, but ending with a forgettable humiliation at the hands of Southampton. Nevertheless, Wolves had still managed to maintain the all-important spot in the playoff zone, and now face the toughest tests of all at the Stadium of Light to face Roy Keane's ever-improving Sunderland.
This is Danny Collins, Olafenjana there first. And the ball quickly back in play with Ross Wallace. Murphy. Nice skill! Lovely goal! Daryl Murphy with a splendid effort for Sunderland. A player signed by Mick McCarthy. Murphy. Wallace! Half an hour to play, but that could be the clincher. McIndoe. And Keogh! And there is life in this game for Wolves yet. And against a club dominated by the Irish, it's an Irish international who has scored. Andy Keogh, signed from Scunthorpe in the January transfer window, backs his 3rd Wolves goal.
McNamara with the kick. And Keogh chasing. Here's McIndoe, it's a good looking cross. Bothroyd! Beautiful goal! Yeah, it was good football all round. Keogh just knocking it back. McIndoe with a superb first time delivery, and Bothroyd makes no mistake. Short corner is on here. Kitely gets it in there for Olafenjana. Well, he's having a terrific season. And see Olafenjana. And another one to the tally. They caught Hull sleeping just a little here. McIndoe and Kitely with the short corner. And Olafenjana steals in. And Wolves in total control. Here's one by Bothroyd, here's Keogh. Now he's dug the cross out, and Bothroyd gives Wolves the perfect start to the second half. 3 goals and another 3 precious points. Good play from Keogh and an opportunist finish.
Number 10, Gary Bothroyd.
Ashby to help it on. Oh, a little flick from Elliott. Oh, and Forster, he's got the beatings of Breen. And how about that for a finish? Well, something to cling to for Hull City. Forster poaching, really. He read the flick on better than Breen and stuck it away with plenty of power.
It's not been all down to me, it's been lovely the support I've had, but the players have been brilliant. They work their socks off, and I can trust them to go out and do just that every week. Yeah, we get the best out of them, but it's been a lot of hard work by the players.
Watson take this.
Hudson's header! Palace have the lead. Again, not great marking the Wolves defence.
Bothroyd. Lovely bit of play. McNamara's cross. Goes for handball, it's Keogh. And Keogh wasn't about to hang around and wait for the whistle there. The crowd certainly felt there was a handball by Taylor. Didn't look particularly conclusive, but Keogh wasted no time in getting his shot away. Certainly taking the direct route here. It's Cole and Birmingham City in front. Typical poacher's goal from Andy Cole. Breen managing to win the battle there with Larson. Well, they've fizzed into Keogh there, but Wolves will keep it alive. Keogh again. It's a decent looking cross. It's Bothroyd to rise to it. Well, Wolves beginning to mount a meaningful response after going behind. Jamie Clapham, of course, up against his former club this afternoon. Collins. Wolverhampton was beaten to it. Sheffrey was beaten to it as well. Here's Kitely. We're going to take on Kelly. Oh, he's done well to dig it out. It's McIndoe! Molyneux erupts. Michael McIndoe squares it up in the Midlands derby. But a huge slice of the credit has to go to Michael Kitely. Terrific play from him. Really looking to tantalise Stephen Kelly, who can't really get a challenge. He did superbly to dig it out. And McIndoe with a header. And Doyle and Clements just left sprawling on the line. And it's derby deadlock once again. The atmosphere really has gone up a few notches now. Clements. Now Wolves really hunting in packs to win the ball back. Olafiniana. Now Bothroyd. Olafiniana again. Keogh, lovely little touch. It's Bothroyd. Now then. Bothroyd going down, but referee saw nothing wrong. It's Keogh's cross. It's McIndoe again. Wolves have completed the turnaround. Well, lovely touch from Keogh. Bothroyd battling strongly. He didn't wait for the whistle, which he felt was perhaps due. Keogh's cross and McIndoe beating Ngodi to it. And with less than 20 minutes to go, Wolves lead here on what could be a pivotal afternoon in the promotion race. And Steve Bruce knows it. Ooh, and it was Bender coming through. And Birmingham are level. Tension going up a notch. Olafiniana to win it. Keogh's touch. And Keogh again. Well, he's been a handful. There's Keogh. Oh, McSheffrey's touch. Well, there's plenty up here for Birmingham. It's Cameron Jerome to surely win it for Birmingham. It's the visitors' turn to complete the comeback. It was Craddock who went down, and it will be a penalty to Wolves. Always said there might be another twist in the tail. McIndoe then, and Doyle has saved it. It was not a particularly good penalty, and Birmingham off the hook.
The fans have been brilliant. I mean, I think we have got some of the best fans in the country, definitely without a doubt, and I've always thought that. And yeah, they've turned out, they've come out, and they supported us, and they know that whenever we play, no matter what the result, we're a relatively young team. We give our all. The gaffer's passionate, and that goes onto the pitch, and they know that if they were playing in a Wolves shirt, they would just give 100%. Things, they might miscontrol the ball, they might misplace a pass, but they would chase everything, compete for every ball, and they know that we're doing that. And in the games that we've lost, Southampton, it was a freak result, is a perfect way to describe it, because if anyone had watched the first 20 minutes of that, there was no way we were going to lose that game. And 6-0, it just never was a 6-0. We had chances, and their keeper played well. Another day it goes in, and then Birmingham again, we played some great stuff, and it just wasn't our day. But I think the fans are appreciating, how most games are really entertaining, that they've come to watch us play. So yeah, they've been brilliant, supported us unbelievably.
Before the game against Queen's Park Rangers, Wolves fans joined with the players to celebrate the achievements of England's youngest World Cup winner, Alan Ball, who had died just 2 days earlier, aged just 61, and who had won 72 England caps in a long and illustrious career in football.
McNamara will leave it for Bothroyd. Oh, and Olafinyana taken out there rather by Kanyuka. It was not a good challenge. He's not really likely to get the ball. Teed up for Bothroyd. Good save by Cole. A real stinger for him to deal with. McIndoe. And the flick on. And Keogh, remarkable save. It must be. Keogh just would not be denied. And the vital breakthrough comes. Collins teed it up for McIndoe. And Keogh, you have to feel some sympathy for Jake Cole, because that was a tremendous save. But Keogh with the goal, it puts Wolves firmly on the playoff road. McIndoe's header. He's given away pretty cheaply, to be honest. McNamara. Now Bothroyd. He likes to drop wide. Oh, that's a mistake! And Kylie will gobble up the gift. And Wolverhampton Wanderers are surely playoff bound. It was a mistake by Stewart, and Kitely thankful for the gift.
After the last home match against Queen's Park Rangers, it was time for the 2006-7 Wolves Player Awards. The fans stayed on to celebrate the achievements of the players they had voted for. Wolves' Young Academy Player of the Year for 2007 was Lee Collins. The Wolves Academy has produced many fine young players, including Robbie Keane, so here's one to watch for the future. Then it was time for the Player of the Season award, and Wolves Chief Executive Jez Moxey to offer thanks to a man whose efforts over the season all Wolves fans wanted to acknowledge.
I know there's one man that you're going to really lift the roof off for. Thank you for Mick McCarthy.
Wolves Chief Executive Jez Moxey.
Okay, let's go through the Player of the Season awards. In third place is a midfielder who joined us at the start of the season, taking just over 14% of your votes. Let's hear it for Carl Henry.
And it's there! Finally, it's broken. And the goal for the captain, Carl Henry. Olivignana made it. Captain kept his head, took out two defenders, and Wolves are ahead.
In second place in the Player of the Season, another midfielder, a 21-year-old who joined us from Grays Athletic, taking just under 16% of your vote. It's Michael Kitely.
Here's Michael Kitely. He's sealed it in injury time. It's a wonderful win. Derby County 0, Wolves 2. Keeper held his nerve, but so did Kitely.
And here we go with the winner of the 2006-2007 Player of the Season, as voted for by you, the fans, receiving 51.5% of the votes. Wolves' longest-serving professional player, the local lad, he is Matt Murray! Molyneux, he is your Player of the Year 2006-2007. Let's hear it once again for Matt Murray!
Wolverhampton Wanderers, with a single game left in a fantastic season, now knew that the playoff place for a potential final at the new Wembley was completely within their grasp. 2 wins, a draw and 2 defeats in April, albeit to the likely 2 automatically promoted teams, and Mick McCarthy had achieved something no one had thought possible back in August. It now all lay in the hands of the Wolves squad to try and eke out a win from a tough trip across town to Leicester City's new Walkers Stadium.
Normal week for me. I don't really get into that, the special status one. It has a special status, without me trying to make it any more than it already is. It has a degree of importance that other games haven't, but it's always the same. The next game's always the most important. And if we're to win this, then suddenly we've got playoff games and they become the most important. So I just take it all cliched up, you know, taking each game as it comes. That is what you have to do, and just, I think, prepare as you've prepared all season. Why are we here? Why have we got 73 points? Because we've been doing a certain thing a certain way. And if I think that's the best way of doing it, why changing it? I would do the same.
Hoop of a clearance. Great header from Green. Leicester could settle it down again. Johansson. On the left. He's been for most of the season for Leicester. It's Hume! What a beautiful volley! 3 points, 1 won't be enough. Collins, off the line, Olivignana! Wolves are level. This is how the game has to go. Great-headed play and determination. Olivignana, where he's been for most of the season, to tuck them away when necessary. Nice touch. Not a bad cross either. A lovely flick. It's a keeper save, but it's in there. Kitely did brilliantly there with the defender beaten. And Michael Kitely puts Wolves in front. Well, I don't know how Andy Keogh's got away here, but he has. There's 2. Oh, Oh dear, Gareth McCauley, own goal. He was the first Leicester man to come back, and these two both beat the offside trap. And they were queuing up to tap it in, as was McCauley, who's made it 3-1. Wolves fans have made the journey. Not a bad cross, but it might be cleared, but completely given away there. Ward is fouled, and it has to be a penalty. And it's Gareth McCauley who's given that one away. What a horrible afternoon he's had. So, Andy Keogh to make it 4-1 and certainly put Wolves into the playoffs. There's no coming back now. They're through.
An incredible season for Wolverhampton Wanderers, with just a small matter of the playoffs still to come and an old enemy to face.
Here's Kumas, had a big word in his ear from his manager a couple of moments ago. Corran's cross, unconvincing clearance. It's Phillips. It's an absolutely superb Kevin Phillips goal. West Bromwich Albion lead.
Well, Kevin Phillips, how many times have we seen him over the years do that?
Wolves look here for a fantastic end to this first half. I think they have a point that the wall is not back 10 yards. Lifanyana trying to take the law into his own hands.
Well, Phillips is the blocker and he wants to stop him from blocking. He's got every right to do that.
Bothroyd. It's got through the wall, nearly came to a Lifanyana. That's McIndoe. Keogh's onside if he can keep it in. Keogh, Craddock, 1-1. Jody Craddock levels things up for Wolves.
Well, it's a terrific ball in and an even better header. I think Keogh did ever so well here because from the free kick it gets kind of blocked. Comes out to McIndoe, he has a real swipe at it and Sochi's late out and Keogh's onside and he just about keeps it in play. And then Wolves have got bodies in the box, a fantastic ball and Jody Craddock attacks the near post. Seen him do that before. And that's a bullet header, but Keogh did really, really well keeping that ball in. He looked up and he picked out the perfect spot. And what a header. And Wolves back level.
Bothroyd standing over this, so too is Michael McIndoe. Craddock, the goal scorer among those forwards. Bothroyd's gone for goal. Away by Kiley. It's come to Kitely. Now Keogh. Back in by Jackie McNamara. Collins underneath it. Craddock looking for a second. And Lifanyana. And Wolves have a second goal. Sarah Lifanyana puts Wolves ahead in this semi-final for the first time.
Well, West Bromwich Albion don't deal with it and they pay the ultimate price. Lifanyana in good goal-scoring form, following it in, but they don't deal with this cross and it ends up. I think it's Jody Craddock jumping with Kevin Phillips. That should never happen. The win there, knocked down. A little foot there, and Lifanyana helps it over Kiley and into the back of the net. But it's Collins. It's Collins out jumping Paul Robinson. Craddock gets the touch, and Lifanyana is in there where he should be at goal-scoring, attacking midfielder. And look at that.
Darren Carter, the only substitution made so far, will take the corner. McShane attacking it, and it's in by Robinson, I think. Kevin Phillips got the final touch. It didn't take him long, did it? But he's levelled things up at 2-2. Ellington. What a topsy-turvy season it has been for Nathan Ellington. Looked in January like he might have played his last game for the club, but could be a very important cog in playoff success. Here comes Tiamansi Kamara. Has he overtouched it here? No, he hasn't. He has scored a third for West Bromwich Albion. Their top scorer has really twisted the knife in Wolves.
Here's Bothroyd. Janet over the top of Soji. Here's Keogh! First chance of the evening goes begging. Andy Keogh just pulled away from Soji, who'd fallen asleep for a second. Greening in space in the middle. Cut back. There's Corrin. High ball! Kevin Phillips heads past Hennessy. It's heartbreak for Wolves. Finjana's been pressured by Camera, but he's done well. He's running away from Kevin Phillips. There's Keogh. All over the top, Soji had his arm up. It's gone past Kylie. Can he get there? Yes, he can. He gets it off the line. It could have been disaster. The deficit may be 2. It's 4-2 on aggregate, remember, but a goal would make it very interesting. And Soji nearly gifted Wolves a goal.
So the Premiership place wasn't to be in the end for Wolves, but there was little doubt that it had been a season to remember for the Wolves players and fans alike, and Mick McCarthy had, in a single year, clearly shown himself to be the right man to take the club to the kind of heights they and their fans truly deserved. A journey that would soon be continuing in August 2007.
There's a real good atmosphere at the club. Outside the training ground with the supporters and everybody else. The support for the players has been brilliant. You know, the players who have come in have been terrific. Helped get that kind of an atmosphere. Everything about it. I'm enjoying living in the area. I'm enjoying being at the club. The club is, I think, just enjoying a good spell, and that makes for a good time for all of us. Honestly, if you go home on a Saturday when you've won, it makes for a good Saturday night and a good Sunday morning. If you haven't, it's blooming horrible. It's lousy. So, being in the top 6 is all that matters. You know, somebody said at the weekend, it's a great weekend. I said, yeah, it is. And he said, yeah, the lovely weather. I said, we won on Saturday. I ain't bothered what the weather's like. It just makes it a bit better if it's sunny.